again, everyone. Welcome to the final four races of round 6 of the GT Sport Oceanic Cruise Japan Invasion Series. First race of the night, we're taking the GR86 out on the short Miyabi circuit. On very slippery tires, these cars are going to be a handful to control with the rear-wheel drive and the constant turning. As they go into turn 1, Felix with the inside line from the second starting position is going to take the lead on Greatness. Behind, Clan tries around the outside on Ash. As they head through the chicane at the end of the lap, Clan's going to get a bit loose over the curb and he's going to have to drop in line behind Ash. Meanwhile, lap 2, Heaster went around Beignet. Lap 3, Begnet's fighting back on the inside of Heaster in turn 1 and he's going to get through. At the end of the lap, Ash gets a wobbly start through the chicane and this is going to allow Clan to get by and have Crispy Duck right up his rear. At the front, Greatness is going to try around the outside of Felix, but there's no way to hold it in turn 1 and he's going to have to drop back in line. Next lap, same move again, only this time Dingus was closer and he's going to get inside. The attempt for the lead is going to cost Greatness a spot. As they go through the S's near the end of the lap, Dingus is going to get a slide wide, Greatness is going to get loose, and Clan Fever is going to cut through all of that to jump back up into second place. Behind them, Beignet holding off Heaster gets loose exiting turn 1, and that's going to cost him as the fight for grip's going to put him in the grass and take him out. At the front, Clan Fever's taking that run. He's got the inside line on Felix, and he's through to the lead. That's 3 spots in 1 lap. A few laps later, 2/3 of the way, Greatness gets loose exiting turn 1, and that's going to cost him severely. Behind him, Ash is going to do the same thing. These cars biting everyone, and he's accidentally going to hit Heaster as he's fighting for control. But at the end of the lap, he's going to show great sportsmanship and redress to let Heaster have that spot back. There wasn't much more battling, as these cars were a handful, and Clan Fever is going to hold on to take the win, followed closely by Felix in second and Dingus in third to round out the podium. Here we go on to race 2 of the night. We're going to be taking out the Mazda MX-5 touring cars for a lap of the Yamagiwa circuit, much longer circuit with 2 very tricky chicanes that can catch you out with the weight shift. As we get away on the start, it's 2x2 as they head down for turn 1. And Slippery's going to have a great start as they come out of there. He's going to get a good launch into third, leaving Felix Crispy Duck leading the pack of close cars battling. Near the end of the lap, Clan Fever is going to get loose going through the chicane. This is going to allow Slippery to catch up. Felix is going to have a look. Meanwhile, behind them, there's a real tight pack of 4. Nismo is going to have a look on the inside of Psycho as they go through a tight hairpin, but Psycho is going to keep his foot down and he's going to manage to hold on around the outside and keep that 8th position away. Coming through lap 2, Felix is going to take it around the outside of the long sweeper of Crispy Duck and bring Dingus by with him. A lap later, we got Heaster fighting to get by Crispy Duck and he's going to take it into the long sweeper. But as they get to the bottom of the hill, Felix is going to miss his braking point, take a huge track cut, and that's going to cost him the race with a massive penalty. He's out of the running. Heaster tries around the outside of Crispy Duck, but he can't get it. Crispy's going to hold it. Heading on next to last lap, Clan Fever tries around the outside of Ash into turn 1, but Ash keeps it going and he holds the lead. Later on in the lap, Heaster's going to drift wide. This is going to allow Crispy Duck through on the inside. Greatness holds off Nismo behind, and both he and Nismo are going to get by Heaster as well with that chicane. Turn 1 of the final lap. Clan again trying around the outside of Ash, but nothing to do. As they go around the hairpin on the final lap, Ash is holding off Clan Fever. But as they get to the final turn, Clan's going to try it around the outside one last time with no other chances. Ash gets loose. Clan Fever's able to keep his foot on the throttle and pull away. Clan Fever is going to take the win from a very close-fought battle with Ash Bashan in second. And Slippery Gypsy with a really great drive to bring it home in third to round out the podium as we see him celebrating in the back. Round 3, we're bringing out the Flat Worlds Tour with the Subaru WRX and Dingus still repping the Lone Lancer in the field. This again on the Yamagiwa circuit, this time in reverse. As they get away, they head into turn 1. Clan Fever is going to get a big jump on Heaster. Felix is trying to be inside Crispy Duck as there's a real tight pack gathering in behind. Anexian and Ryan trying to cut through the field after they've had to start near the back. First chicane, there's a mess as Felix and Greatness are off. Somebody's lost it, and there's just been chaos everywhere. As they head near the end, we see everybody trying to get side by side. Anexian gets by Ash Bashan, and Ryan's looking as they climb their way up to the hill to the long right sweeper. Coming in towards the S's, we get Beignet right past Dingus as they head through the S's, and that leaves Nismo coming up behind with Anexian and Ryan as they're going 3 wide. No, Ryan's going to try and make it 4 wide as they go through the final turn. Anexian's going to go wide. That's going to leave Ash in front, Nismo on the inside, but Nismo's going to get a run down the front straight. Near the front, Heaster trying to battle Crispy Duck goes wide in the long right sweeper. Behind him, it's 3 wide as Benier's on the inside. We've got Ash through to the front. Dingus goes wide, and Anexian and Ryan still following, trying to get through on their way to the front of the pack. Coming through the final turn, Ash has found his way through. Ryan's going to follow an Anexian as they all get by Benier. Ash still holding off Anexian and Ryan a couple laps later as they're really fighting as they make their run through the S's. But by the end of the lap, Anexian's got through. Ryan's going to try around the outside, but Ash is still holding him off with a solid defense. Final turn, Ryan is finally going to get through as Ash has to pull into the pits. He hasn't been saving fuel. And now as everybody pit stops, we see a very tight pack as people that have pitted are trying to fight their way back, the people running the no-stop. Lap 7, Crispy Duck and Heaster are going to pit, allowing Anexian and Ryan through for second and third, but Anexian's going to get loose on the Hail Mary chicane. This is going to allow Ryan a run up the hill to get past him as they follow on through. Going through the S's, Crispy Duck on a full fuel run gets a massive run on Benier and takes 4th place as they go into the final turn. Meanwhile, Ryan's had a track limit penalty. He has a pull off to serve it. This allows Anexian back through into 2nd place. 2 laps to go. Greatness is making a huge cut back through the field, but he's going to get loose exiting the Hail Mary chicane, and that's going to cost him as Heaster's going to get by. Last lap. Teammates, Ash Bichon and Nismo are going to tag team Benier. Nismo on the inside, Ash on the outside. Benier drops 2 spots and the teammates move up. And that'll be about it as Clan Fever pulls away to a huge win with Ryan in 2nd and Anexian taking home 3rd. Now we're on to the final race of round 6. It's going to be the Group 2 cars again. Now they're going on the extended Yamagiwa Miyabi circuit. And in reverse, so the different direction from when they did on race 2 of this round. Ryan's going to get a good launch at the start, but it's going to bunch up behind as Clan Fever, Heaster, Greatness, and Anexian go 4 wide heading down the front stretch, but it's not done. However, as they settle in through turn 1, Greatness is going to be fighting with Anexian. They're all going to start getting in line. Crispy Duck's going to take Greatness on the inside. The sweeping turn. On the exit up to the S's, Clan Fever and Dingus are going to get a run on him. Dingus is going to back out, but Greatness and Clan Fever are going to take it side by side through the S's. Clan with a big move as the sparks fly, running up to the final turn. Heading down the front stretch, though, Greatness and Dingus are going to get a good run on him. It's going to be 3 wide as they head to turn 1. Dingus runs wide, but Greatness gets a run on Clan on the exit of the turn as they head through the chicane. Greatness is going to hold it, but Clan's going to take a smoother ride into the hairpin, and he's going to complete the move on Greatness as they run down the hill. Through the S's on the Miyabi circuit, Greatness being looked at by Ash Bichon, but Greatness is going to hold him off as they get through the hairpin and try to head back up the hill to Yamagiwa. Up front, Ryan's going to lose it as they go through the S's. This is going to allow Anexian to get through and add insult to injury. Ryan's got a penalty to deal with for that wall contact. Behind him, Greatness is going to lose it on the tricky entrance to Miyabi. He's going to clip Ash, but Ash is going to be able to keep going. It's going to allow Nismo through as well. 1 lap later, Ash Bichon having a look inside Benier as they go around the hairpin. Benier is going to lose a position to Slippery on different tire strategies in Miyabi, and as they exit turn 1, it's going to get worse as Dingus is going to go by as well. Heading onto the exit of the track, Dingus is going to keep moving as he and Slippery are going to get side by side for a run up the hill. Into the hairpin, Dingus is going to get a move on Nismo a few laps later. He's going to set his sights on Heaster as we're about halfway through, but as he slides over the curb and gets a wheel on the grass, there's nothing he can do as Heaster's going to hold him off. Slippery is going to get passed around the outside by Nismo just a lap later in the Miyabi section of the course. Been holding off Ryan, but he gets a bad entry as they do the track join, and Ryan's going to get through, and from there on it was pretty much spread sailing as Ryan takes off for the lead, and he's going to win the race with Anexian coming home in 2nd and Crispy Duck bringing home his Lexus in 3rd to conclude round 6.